My favorite non-gospel spiritual movie would be Avatar, the cartoon version. It's because it teaches caring for one another. Home teaching is really important. This guy, Avatar Aang, he doesn't know any. He's like so playful. He needs his friends to be there to help him. And so just like us in the gospel, we need our friends there to help us, and we need to help our friends too.
My favorite movie is probably Narnia because I guess like Aslan is kind of related to God and the White Witch is related to Satan, you could say, and it's also like a really uplifting movie.
Favorite spiritual movie that's not related to the church, I would say Star Wars, because there's just so many resemblances. It's like the Force being the spirit, going on a mission, and just all that kind of rules. You know, you cannot date, Jedi cannot have like a wife and stuff.
My favorite movie that is spiritual, that's not a religious movie, is Saving Private Ryan. And the reason for this is because I remember I watched it once in school, and the sense of brotherhood that it taught was pretty appealing, and it's a really motivating movie spiritually.
Narnia, because well, in the second movie when the little cute rat crosses over, it kind of shows a little bit like how we cross over to heaven one day. Kind of had similar traits, so yeah, that's probably why.
I like the movie called Jobs. Yeah, so the movie is about Steve Jobs, and in the movie I learned something. Steve Jobs said it is not important where people born, but it is really important how they live. So it totally inspired me, and yeah, I think everyone, if they live like that, yeah, everyone can be success. That's why I like that movie.
My favorite non-religious movie would probably have to be Taken. So, you know, like Liam Neeson's character, you know, what happens to him is he has a daughter, and, you know, she's taken away from him. So this is kind of like the gospel, because, you know, like we're like symbolic of like of his daughter. You know, we want to try and get back to our Heavenly Father, but you know, sometimes we have to get past the terrorist, we have to get past the bad guys, and you know, if we're like righteous enough, we can make it back.
My favorite movie would be She's the Man with Amanda Bynes. A lot of investigators saying like, oh, why can't women, you know, hold the priesthood? Why can't they like be a bishop, or you know, stuff like that? They don't know that like the Relief Society, like the sisters in the church, actually play a huge role. Children would not be how they are if there weren't mothers here, and I think She's the Man shows that.
One anime that stands out to me is called Sword Art Online. It's really interesting to see how the dynamic develops between the different characters, and how they through trial and through struggle, they rely on one another and on their belief that they can accomplish what they set out to accomplish. And in the story, there's a bunch of people who are just average people, and they unite together to accomplish great things. It reminds me a lot of the gospel, and how Joseph Smith was just like a farm boy, you know? Like, it's crazy, like, to think how much like he managed to accomplish and how far he went.